Hey everyone, this is Vicki from Messy Tables Studio with an unboxing this morning. As you can see, it is a UV resin kit. I did a previous video where I was trying to decide, I was waffling, whether or not to go full bore into the polymer clay thing, getting an oven. I don't want to use the home oven because I've heard more than a few videos that when you bake it in your home oven that the polymer gives off some kind of fumes that stick to the inside of your oven, and over time that's a bad thing. Plus you're baking your food in the same place where you're baking a plasticized item. So I decided it's better. I have the oven in the other room. It just came yesterday. It's still in the box. I have not had time to open it, but I thought I would open up this the UV resin kit. So here it is. I haven't done anything yet. There it is. You get the little cups to mix and pour. More cups. What is inside here? Oh, these are the plastic cups. I don't know what this is. Oh, gloves. Oh, that was clever. These are gloves, which I will have to buy more of, I'm sure. Here's the UV resin. Crystal clear, crystal clear. It's two of the same stuff, the hard type, which is exactly what I want. This. Oh, it's so small. Who knew? And I was confused as to how this was going to work. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where to start. Here it is. Hang on a second. Okay, so I'm going to pull this apart. They did a good job in wrapping everything up. Oh, it's got more protective plastic on it. Magnets. Okay. Oh, it pulled off both layers. Yep, sure did. Okay, so, excuse me. Guess what you do is you... That was hard construction, wasn't it? Listen. Okay, let's see what this says. Tear off the protection film before using. Well, let's hope so. Except for... I thought that would be attached to the film, but I guess not. So now I have to dig around and get the film off. Why didn't they put that sticker and make it... well, phooey. Make it easier to pull off the protective plastic, which I'm assuming is on both sides of here because the UV lights come from the bottom and the top. Well, for Pete's sake. All right, I may have to go off camera and pull it off, but there's plastic film on the front and the back. And then I guess what you do is you just slide this in there. Oh, it's so small. I'm trying to hold on to this so you can see it. There you go. You just slide that in there. This is the shelf it sits on. And you can't do anything tall in it because there's not very much headroom, but most of the things I'm going to do will be flat. So it's not a problem. But when you have 50 or 100 to do, this is going to take a while. All right, there's that. Let me get this plastic out of the way. Electrical cord. Smoother so you can smooth out the, these are tools to smooth out the resin. This is a mat. Oh look, directions. And here are the lids to the resin in the bottle so that you can squirt it out there. And I guess you, oh, I guess you have to poke a hole in it. I don't think I could cut that off like that because that's just way too thick. So I would poke holes in this. So that's that. So that's it. That's all there is. Very nice. I really was concerned when I got the box and it was so small, and I'm thinking, now how did I put that thing in there? Oh, it's just very small. Let me say that the creating, like the cutting, the painting, and the prep work for this stuff will happen in here. The baking will be in the garage, and so will the UV light. It will also be in the garage because the fumes, I don't want them in my house. So I will lift up the garage door, which means there will be dust, yes. But I think it's better that this stuff is out someplace where the dog and the cat do not have access to or won't be involved in the smell of the resin. So this stuff will go out in the garage, and I will clear off a spot in the workbench so that I can put it out there. I still need to buy myself, I already have one respirator, but I need to do a respirator upgrade. I need one for more fume type stuff, not like construction dust, but I need stuff more for fumes, which means a trip to Lowe's. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I will have to get a respirator, and I will also need a crap ton, and that's an official term, crap ton. I will need to get more of these gloves. I mean, these are good, but 2 gloves are not going to cut it. So I'm going to have to get those. So these will be going outside mostly. Well, the oven, I can bake stuff in the oven, I think, in here. I may try it to see what the fumes are like. Although I'm going to have a hard time finding a plug. Excuse me. So I think this stuff, I'm better off having this stuff outside in the garage. We shall see. But I just wanted to unbox and show you what I lamented overdoing. I will do an unboxing or something close to it in the future with the big box, but I haven't got time to do that today. I had this upside down the whole time. No, doesn't matter. This is on both sides. Oh, this is the timer. 2 minutes. So I can see it's embedded in there. 3 minutes and 5 minutes. So you could flip this thing upside down or right side up. Doesn't matter because it's the same on both sides, because you got lights on this side and you got lights. Okay, you got lights on this side. So it doesn't make any difference. Which way you flip it, because this and the timer is on both sides. And you just slide that little plastic tray in, which I need to take the plastic off of in order, come on, in order, like it says, to take it off. And then I did see a girl who, now hers was big. Mine's little because I won't be doing like a ton of stuff like she does. It's her business. What she does is she takes a towel and puts it over the light so that she doesn't get any UV on her skin while it's on, which I think is a good idea. We'll see how that goes. It'll be out in the garage, so I don't know how dangerous that'll be for my skin out in the garage to do this. Probably not as bad as if it's in your house where you're sitting next to it. I have been excuse me, cutting forms for things. These are all baked. I did bake the majority of these in my oven. Some of these are paper clay, some of these are polymer. So it doesn't matter to me. They're still going to get resin on them when they're done. I'm still going to do resin on them because excuse me, polymer can still bend a little bit, and I think that the coating just adds a nice shine to it, and I really would like the shine. Here are ones that have already been painted, and then I just need to put the UV resin on them. These guys will be done. I have, excuse me, these guys need the resin on them, and these guys also need the resin on them, and we'll see how it goes. These are experiments. If they go well, fine. If they don't, it doesn't matter because these are the testers. So here we go down the rabbit hole once again. Thank you, Amy. All right, that's it for today. I will see you guys next time and hope. Oh, yeah. wait, one more thing. I did order myself some new Sculpey souffle, and I got the big white one because I want to paint all my stuff, and this goes a long way. I mean, I did almost all that stuff, excuse me, right there with, I don't think I had a big one like this. I had a little small one, and it went a long way. Or maybe I did order this one once before. I can't remember. But anyway, it goes a long way. And these will hopefully prevent some painting. We'll see how it goes. Now I haven't purchased any chalks to do dusting on anything. I think I might hold up on that for a little bit until I get some ground under my feet on how to get started doing this. I don't know if I should invest any more. This is enough. I can play around with this. This is for Artemat. This is not for anything except for Artemat. That's all it's for. To sell to Artemat. All right. So that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. Wish me luck. I got to get the big one out still. Bye.